Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. I'm really excited after the what's cracking today. I need to sort of quieten down a little bit. Life's good. Alright, we're going to use the Golden Tarot for your reading. And we'll see what's going on in the bonus world. Sometimes it's so nice just to sit and shuffle, and sometimes it's just not something I want to do. So I'm enjoying it while I'm feeling like I need to. All right, let's get into it. Bonus read, split, thank you. Nice, clean split. All right, so we have the Hermit card coming out, and the Hermit is the card of Virgo. We seem to see a lot of this lately. But it does represent the astrological sign of Virgo. The Hermit card is a card that talks about taking time out. It's about really sort of moving away from things, giving everything up for a little while, maybe all your pleasures, all the things that you're used to doing, and just spending time with yourself. It's about really sort of understanding your inner core, who you are at the very core of you. It's about really knowing yourself. And we always talk about the hermits, you know, who used to go up into the mountains and they would hide in caves for periods of time to allow themselves to really be at home and comfortable with who they are. The hermit is not scared to be alone. He's not scared to face his shadows. He's not scared to face his fears. He's happy to do those things because he knows that it will make him grow. At some level, that feeling of being alone and away from everything will help him to grow into the best version of himself. Very nice energy. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords coming through. This is the card of defiance, standing up for what's right, fighting for what you want. That's really interesting energy. I'm just going to pull another card. Okay, Queen of Swords coming through here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and the Strength card. There's almost this feeling here of wanting something and being prepared to get it at all costs. Wanting a result, wanting an outcome, but being prepared to put everything down for this outcome, especially with the Queen of Swords here. It's like you are fighting for something here. Six of Cups, Ace of Coins. The Ace of Cups, I'm going to work backwards on this one because it's very different energy. And sometimes when I have energy I haven't felt before, I don't want to miss giving you the energy that's coming through. The Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles is a brand new start. Okay, we have the High Priestess. This is something where you are getting an opportunity for something stable to come into your life. You're being given an opportunity from the universe here. But I feel with the High Priestess here, and you have the Sun here as well, how beautiful. There's a lot of happiness in this Ace of Pentacles. There's like this feeling of, you know, being able to receive, feeling like you're ready to receive something. Maybe you're ready to receive love. Maybe you're ready to receive a new opportunity. It could be something like even, you know, finishing a TAFE course or finishing some sort of learning and feeling ready to take it to the next level. Whatever this is for you, you are feeling ready to accept this blessing now. There is some sort of energy here that somehow or another you've always thought or learned, because this is part of your shadow self coming through here. And you've always felt that you've had to fight really hard to get yourself what you want. And I know that when you become spiritual, there's this sort of, a lot of things change in the way you see your world and the way you see things. And for many of us, we've always felt or struggled with trying to get what we wanted. We felt that we've had to really fight hard. Maybe fight hard to get a job. Maybe fight hard to be noticed at work. Maybe fight hard to have the life we want. And there's sort of this energy here of sort of going inside and realizing that all the way along you've been doing this in a way that has not served you. You've always fought for everything. We're taught as human beings we have to work hard. We have to give 100% all the time. And if we don't give 100%, then we're less than what we should be. So what happens is a lot of people drive themselves into the ground and feel like they're going nowhere. Like they do put in lots of work, maybe 60-hour weeks, maybe wanting to have that, new car, but fighting for it, fighting hard, to give themselves some sort of representation that satisfies something within them that makes you feel like you've done something. You're perfect already. You don't have to work that hard to prove yourself. And that's what you're doing. You're proving yourself by giving yourself lots of material things. You're proving to yourself that you can do it. If you're proving to yourself that you want to buy a nice car because you need a drive backwards and forwards to work, that's one thing. But any car will do that, any car. So it's like you're trying to prove to yourself here that you are worthy of what you're setting out to do, because somehow here in your younger years or your childhood, you were taught that you had to sacrifice yourself to really get what you want. Maybe you feel like you have to give your whole soul up to a relationship because somebody will love you for doing that. Maybe you are doing 60-hour weeks because you feel then you are appreciated. But you see, you've already got all of this within you. You don't need to be appreciated. You do not need to be validated. You're doing that for yourself here. You are learning that you are far more than what you ever thought you were. So it's like you are fighting yourself, I guess, in a way. And maybe that's always the way you've done things. But what you're doing, in fact, is fighting for something you already have. Very law of attraction sort of energy with that. It's like you already own things. Things already belong to you. You don't have to fight for them. All right, let's have a look where we're going with this. Right, we're putting down a burden. So the Ten of Wands is about realizing that you've been carrying something around for a long time that hasn't served you. You've been carrying this energy with you. If you're always feeling like you have to work really hard or fight hard for something, just try for a little while to trust that the universe will provide for you and just open up to that energy. It's really beautiful energy. It's so relieving and it's so cleansing and it's so pure. But just trusting and having faith here that the universe is going to provide you with what's right for you. You don't have to fight for it. Interesting. All right. We have the Star card. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming through here. The Queen of Cups. And we have the Tower. Of course we have the Tower. There's a lot of change going on in the universe at the moment. It feels like a washing machine to me. It's like everything's getting cleaned. Everything's going through the cycle. And everything's coming out the other end. Quite different to what it went in. So that's a really nice analogy, but that's what's happening at the moment. It's like people are really understanding how to cleanse themselves of things that no longer serve them and embracing this new part of yourself. And it's all got something to do with this letting go of an old way of seeing things, letting go of parts of yourself that don't serve you. There is some energy here of I feel like for many of you, you may have brought energy through from past lives that isn't serving you. So you may be cleansing some of that. But I feel really strongly here, this is a lot of people living in a way they've been taught rather than being true to who they are. You may be fighting for somebody here, or for love here, or to be noticed here with this Queen of Cups. But there's also this feeling that you have this really deep psychic awareness here, but you're not listening to that. You're listening to the call of the ego. And this is what's being broken down with this tower. You can understand why people sort of let go of everything and become hermits and go and live, by themselves for a while, because I feel like sometimes we're so busy satisfying with ourselves with things on the outside that we forget the satisfaction is within us. And often you keep striving for more. You keep thinking things will get better. You keep pushing at the same relationships. You keep shoving away at old jobs when they are so unsatisfying and so done. And it's like you're understanding this now. You're understanding that what you want is inside of you. That little flame of love, that little flicker of love that burns within you is what you're looking for. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords coming through. All right, with the Seven of Swords. Self-denial at its best here. Beautiful. Three of Wands coming through too. Very, very similar energies to the What's Cracking, but a little bit different here. There's sort of this energy here of denying yourself true pleasure, denying yourself what you rightly deserve, because you're so busy chasing what you were taught to chase. So you have been all your life struggling to be famous, to be something, to be seen, to be well known, to be successful. And the universe is saying here, you were already all of those things. You were already all of those things. They were already given to you when you were born. You don't have to fight for them. It makes me want to cry. That is just incredible energy. All right, so we have the Page of Wands, two of Wands coming through with the Eight of Cups. You're making a decision to go in a different direction now. Look at this. Nine of Pentacles energy. So there's a lot of repeat cards here. And you're making, you're understanding now after this Tower how to move yourself in a new direction. Because you're putting yourself where you need to be. You're understanding who you are here. You're out of this self-denial. This sort of thing that's kept you bound here. This is ego energy. This is what you've been taught, how you've been socialized, what your family told you, what your friends said, what your school people said. This is all the social conditioning being cut away and moving in a new direction. Understanding here that you need to see things differently. You're moving in a new direction because you're seeing things differently. Because what you've been doing till now has maybe not been as satisfying as you've wanted it to be. So this is, for some of you, this Tower represents your ability to see beyond what's possible. This is you grabbing things with both hands, knowing that it was already yours to start with. You're just going through the motions and accepting it now. You don't have to fight for it anymore. It doesn't represent who you are. Amazing readings. Okay, so we have the Hermit card coming through, implying that there's some sort of deep inner journey you're on at the moment. You may not have reached the pinnacle here. You may not have quite got there. But it's coming. This realization, this working this out for yourself, seeing it for what it is. It's coming. It's coming here. Don't fight it. You don't have to fight for anything. You don't have to fight against things. You don't have to fight for what you want. You just allow. You just allow, knowing in your heart of hearts that it was truly meant for you, and it will come to you when it's ready. Because there is such a clarity here. Something has cleared from your inner self. Something has cleared that has been there for a very long time with this Six of Cups. There's beautiful energy here that says to me, the realization here in this pentacle, this brand new start, this brand new energy, this realization is in your hands now. You can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it, but you no longer have to fight for it. You just have to trust that it was already there. Oh, wow. Amazing energy. All right, let's pull you an oracle card. Might pull an everyday witch one. Meditation for creativity. That keeps coming out all the time. I feel like the universe is saying to you, if you want things to move along, meditate. If you can't meditate, use your creativity, because that's where it all comes from. Affirmation for growth. This is big growth, big time here. So for some of you, this is about meditating, like going deep inside yourself to allow for this new energy to come to the surface. And I feel like many of you have already started this process. If you can't meditate, do things that are creative. Paint, sing, draw, dance, whatever you need to do to bring your creativity through. And we have affirmation for growth here. So I'm going to read that one. Growth is necessary for life. The opposite of growth is stagnation, and no one wants to be stuck, sitting still and never moving forward. Growth takes effort, and sometimes it can be scary. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to nurture and feed it. And I think this is hence why you're getting meditation and creativity. Whether it is body, spirit, or some part of your life, like a career or relationship, what do you want to grow and prosper? And what are you doing to make that happen? Now, I feel like really it's talking about reaching out and speaking to other people and to make the energy happen for you. And this isn't about needing to do very much at all. It's not about fighting for it. It's about just allowing and accepting and moving towards it. And moving towards it is the secret. So being able to accept it, but actually moving into the energy of it. All right, I will leave you with that. Have a great day.